Hello and welcome to the first live show of Salford Weekly on Quays TV with Courtney Holder
and Matthew Green. Before we get going, what can you expect from our brand new show here on Quays every Friday?
Well, Salford Weekly is a new weekly roundup magazine talk show aimed at the students and residents of Salford.
Each week we'll be bringing local and national news stories to you and topping it off with the sports from the week.
We will then finish up with our weekly roundup quiz with our quiz master Luca, where myself and Courtney will aim to answer some questions related to the week behind us, while trying not to embarrass ourselves too much.
Which is something I think I'm going to struggle with.
Fingers crossed you're okay.
Coming up on today's show, we'll be meeting Jonathan Billings from Salford Loaves and Fishes, a local charity that provides free meals, clothing and bedding to people in need. We'll also be talking to him about work the charity does, including increasing demand for such services in the Greater Manchester area.
Also today, we'll be having our weekly sports roundup with our sports team, along with the weekly roundup quiz.
However, before all that, we have a special report from our very own reporter, Jessica Blackburn.
That's right, Jess has been visiting a historic library to find out some of its hidden secrets.
What he says is oats, a grain in which England is generally given to horses, but in Scotland supports the people.
Chetham's Library in Manchester may be overshadowed by the National Football Museum right across the street, but this seemingly small building is packed full of over 350 years of history, as well as a collection spanning 15,000 items. As the oldest free public library in the English-speaking world, it's no wonder that the staff here say that the library is so special.
It's full of interesting little treasures. If I try to describe it overall, though, it's because it's the careful, calculated creation of 350 years of book collecting and archival collecting. Still in its original housing, you still use it in the same way. You still sit on the same 300-odd-year-old chairs when you're reading with us. So I think it makes it special to use and to visit, just whether you're reading or not.
Museums did suffer during the pandemic. The National Museums Association reported 4,089 job losses, and another museum in Manchester, the Whitworth and Manchester Art Gallery, suffered 75% budget cuts.
But the staff here at Chetham's Library found new ways to recover after the 3 national lockdowns.
What we've had to do since COVID is we've had to reduce how many people can attend the tours, and because we still had to have the same income coming through, so we have had to raise our prices. However, this has given us a new opportunity to rethink the tours. So now you're getting about an hour and a half, you're getting a far more in-depth tour, and we're taking you into areas that traditionally have been behind the scenes, they've not been open to the public.
Although museums are happy to see their doors open, the looming threat of the new Omicron variant and possibility of another lockdown means that these institutions may have to rethink their strategy once more.
Thank you, Jessica, for that report, and you can find out more secrets around Salford in the programme next week.
And did you know where that library was? I only noticed it when I was in Manchester the other day. It's by the Football Museum.
Yeah, no, I didn't know, but there's so many, every time I walk around Manchester, having not been here that long, I find so many weird little things that I didn't know that they were there.
One of those hidden gems of Manchester, definitely. Now, a few days ago, energy regulator Ofgem released a report which showed the previous gas and electricity price caps will be lifted. As of April, over 20 million of us will be paying an extra £693 a year on top of our current bills. While many of us will have to tighten our budgets over the year, for others this could mean not being able to put a meal on the table at night or even keep a roof over their heads.
On top of this, COVID has already had a detrimental impact on the lives of millions around the UK, including here in Manchester. Families and students are already struggling to get by after so many people were furloughed from their jobs or even lost them altogether. Fortunately, there are charities out there to help you if you're going through a tough time.
Salford Loaves and Fishes is one of those charities located here in Salford, and we are delighted to welcome CEO Jonathan Billings into studio today to discuss the work that they do and the ever-increasing demand that is happening on their services. Jonathan, you're very welcome along to the show today.
Hi. Thank you.
Of course, you don't just deal with people on the food and energy poverty line. Would you like to talk to us about a few other things
sure.
you do?
Well, Salford Loaves and Fishes is a drop-in centre, like a resource centre. So there's many different services there, and we're open to anyone and everyone. So you don't have to be homeless, you don't have to be in need. Some people come just to socialise with others. Other people come for specific reasons. So we get about between 60 and 100 people a day through the door. There's a free meal service every day. We have 2 professional chefs who do a great job preparing the meals. Lots of the food is donated from places locally. Then we have support workers and skills workers. NHS are based with us, so they do lots of stuff with like the vaccine at the moment. So we're rolling out the vaccine programme to as many people as possible.
So I did see, obviously, you do have like dental surgeries and like GP and nurse services. So how hard was it for you to actually get those organised to come to the centre to be able to help people? Because obviously we've got a backlog at the moment thanks to the pandemic. So how have you been able to get around that?
Yeah, well, it's something that's been in place for quite some time, to be honest. So the NHS have what's called the inclusion team. So they're a specialist group of nurses and health staff who engage with at-risk groups of people. So it's something that Salford's been rolling out for quite some time, to be honest. So focusing on particular groups of people who are particularly in need.
Have you noticed a certain demographic of people coming to you, an increase maybe in students, maybe families, young professionals, maybe people who retire? Would there be anyone?
It's really quite diverse, really, the client group. So there's so many different types of people from all walks of life. You know, it's not just your typical street homeless people. We do lots and lots of work to prevent people from becoming homeless in the first place. So you know, it's really quite wide, really, and very, very diverse. As is Salford, which is I think it's a really nice thing about Salford and to be embraced.
So obviously, as we said sort of beforehand, the energy cap is, you know, we're going to be paying a lot more in terms of energy for electric and gas. How do you see that affecting the way you're going to be able to provide your services?
Yes, well, we're in touch with, you know, and support hundreds and hundreds of people, and just the rise in people's mental health, as you know, from right through the pandemic, and then we had the cuts to universal credit, so everybody lost £20 a month on the universal credit, and then this price rise has caused a massive amounts of anxiety, really, from a lot of people. And you know, a lot of people will be put in the position where they'll be choosing to heat the house or have a meal. You know, we're expecting huge rises on food banks and demand for our meal services and support services, but I just don't think it's realistic, really, that the government should do that specifically to people in need. I think there should be something in place that, you know, people can get more support from.
It must be very disheartening for you to maybe be working with a lot of people who you may be getting them back, you know, over that line again, and then this new energy price.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it's like a kick in the teeth for people, you know, especially people who we've supported into housing and now, you know, have got that responsibility of looking after their own tenancy and everything that comes with that, you know, and you know, it's very, very difficult for them. We work with lots and lots of people who have no disposable income whatsoever, so to expect them to find an extra £600 a year is, I just think it's very unrealistic, and it's setting people up to fail, and I've no doubt at all that right across the country it will lead to increased homelessness.
You do amazing work, Jonathan, from what we've heard of from you today. Just if anyone wants to get in touch with you or find services that you use, how should they get in touch? Sure,
just either look us up on Facebook, so it's Salford Loaves and Fishes, or go to our website, which is slaf.charity.
Perfect. Jonathan, thank you very much for coming into the studio.
Thanks a lot.
Greatly appreciate it.
There has been plenty of action over the last week in all of our favourite sports, and as a full-time whistle blows, the Salford Weekly sports team is here with your weekly sports roundup.
Manchester United footballer Mason Greenwood has been released on bail by Greater Manchester Police pending further investigations. The 20-year-old striker was first arrested on Sunday on suspicion of rape and assault, and was arrested again on Tuesday on suspicion of sexual assault and making threats to kill. Greater Manchester Police confirmed that these arrests came, and I quote, after they became aware of online social media images and videos posted by a woman reporting incidents of physical violence. In the meantime, Manchester United have said that they have suspended the player and he will not take part in any training sessions or matches. Sportswear brand Nike, who were partnered with the player, have also paused their sponsorship.
Controversy in the tennis world this week following Rafael Nadal's win at the Australian Open. The Spanish player has not been nominated for the 2022 Laureate Sports Award, despite his win becoming a 21st Grand Slam record. Novak Djokovic, world number 1, who was not allowed to play at the Open due to his lack of COVID vaccination, has been nominated. Ashley Barty, the Women's Australian Open winner, has also been nominated. Rafael Nadal is yet to comment.
NFL legend Tom Brady has confirmed his retirement, billed as one of the greatest players to ever play in the NFL. He won 7 Super Bowls in a career spanning 22 seasons. The quarterback won 6 titles with the New England Patriots and 1 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His stats like no other, winning 243 career games, as well as the 7 titles. He's won 5 Super Bowl MVP awards and 3 NFL MVP awards. The 44-year-old is retiring after deciding he could no longer make the competitive commitment to continue, and many of his former clubs, teammates and fans have paid tribute to him on social media throughout the week. And it's back to you in the studio.
Thanks guys for that. Remember, if you miss any news or sports stories over the next week, then don't worry, because you can catch all the best bits right here on Salford Weekly next Friday for our weekly news and sports roundups.
Now, Quizmaster Luca has joined us in the studio. Hello, Luca.
Lovely to see you guys. How are you doing?
I'm
Good to
doing
see you
great.
too. How are
thank
you?
Good. Are you nervous?
Yes.
First
I
live show,
personally am,
yeah, it's a bit warm in here.
Well, no pressure, guys, but good luck. This is the first quiz, so there's a lot of pressure on this one.
Are you going to go easy on us?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
But question 1.
No copying me now.
Okay,
Courtney.
well, don't look at my board
Everyone's-
either, because I
Multiple
might be really
choice,
smart.
so A, B, C or D.
Oh, okay. That's
Which
fine.
animal did a human take on in an eating contest this week? Okay. Was it A, a rabbit? Was it B, a chicken? Was it C, a pig? Or was it D, a sheep? So no conferring with each other. Let's just see an answer.
Oh, okay.
Matthew went in very quickly there. Right, what have you both
I
gone
feel
for?
I might have gone for a bit of an obvious one.
I'm trying really hard not to look at his
Okay, let's have a
board.
look. What
I
have you
have
gone
gone for sea pig.
I also went for pig, because that seemed the most relevant.
for? Sure. Well, I'm sad to say you're both wrong on this one.
Aw.
But as long as you're both wrong, it's okay.
Oh.
It was in fact a rabbit.
A rabbit?
It was. So the-
Why?
Was it a lettuce eating
It
contest?
was salad.
Or was it?
So 1.5 kilograms of salad, and it was the woman that actually beat the rabbit, and the rabbit didn't eat any. So
Oh,
a
must
clear
not have been
victory this
hungry.
time. So not a great start, but plenty more questions to come on to.
1-0 to
No
humans.
So question 2, my favourite topic, sports. So what brand new sport held its own official championship earlier this week for the first time? Was it pillow fighting? Was it thumb wrestling? Was it fidget spinning? Or was it bottle flipping?
Oh, God.
Can I have those options
it could
again?
Be any
Sure.
Of those.
Pillow fighting, thumb wrestling, fidget spinning, or bottle flipping? And feel free to play along at home, by the way.
I feel like me and you are going to go for the same answers.
I feel so as well. Now the thing is, I think 2 of those, it could be. But
Yeah.
I think they're a bit out of trend.
Well, Courtney, what have you gone for?
So I've gone for D, which was the bottle flipping, purely because pillow fighting is so old it should already be a thing. Bottle flipping's become quite a big deal, and fidget spinning's a bit weird.
See, that's where I thought the bottle flipping might have been out of fashion, so I went for
Oh.
the pillow fighting.
I've been in a very aggressive pillow fight, and I can tell you that if it wasn't already a sport, it should be, because it's wild out there.
Well, one of you is right. It is Matthew. So you need to get yourself up there. Honestly, it's held in Florida. It's now going to be 16 people every year taking part. And they can be pretty lethal. So
Are they duck down? It's a cartoon kind of pillow fights where the feathers fly everywhere.
it's lethal. Yeah, they are going for it with each other. So
I need to get myself to Florida, because I think I could do some damage.
well, if you're going to get to Florida, you could take a plane, and that is what the next question's about, funnily enough.
Oh, I like
so,
planes.
Segway.
Zara Rutherford became the first person to fly solo around the world. Sorry, the youngest person. But how old was she? Was she 18? Was she 19? Was she 20? Or was she 21?
Ooh. Okay.
What have you gone for?
These are all guesses.
20? 18?
20.
Between the two, you did great. It was 19.
No.
So
I
maybe a
think it
joint
all
point.
averages
Can I
out
get
here,
like a
Luca.
half point? Because
You
you
can
know
have
we
a half
average.
point for that. She
I
began the
need
epic
something.
voyage.
I'm losing.
Oh no, I was going to say. So yeah,
Don't
she
give her
started it
sympathy
ages
points.
ago. But yeah, question 4, music round.
Oh goodness me.
No pressure. Which singer has broken Justin Bieber's monthly streaming record?
I feel like I should know this.
Was it
But will you?
Taylor Swift? Was it The Weeknd? Was it BTS? Or was it Adele?
Okay, maybe I don't know this.
A lot of
I'm torn
confidence.
between 2 here.
Biebs.
See, Courtney, I saw you writing that, and I thought you'd gone with A, but then you wrote the
Yeah.
full thing, and you've gone Adele. You've both gone Adele.
I nearly went
Yeah.
with the 2L Adele, just like Adele and I were also cute today. So no,
Good
it's the
Adele.
1L Adele.
One L Adele.
1L Adele. That's how she's known as now on.
Matthew, you're still winning the quiz. That's both of you are wrong on this one again. But
Oh.
it was the weekend. I'm sorry, I felt like I really put you down there.
I think we need to watch the news a bit more, Courtney.
You know what? I think I just need to learn how to retain information a bit better because I know I knew that question, but
Brand new album just came out.
exactly, that's what I mean. But then I thought, so did Adele's.
True.
Maybe she's.
Wait a
done
second, what
it.
was the answer again?
So it was the
happy.
weekend.
Oh, was the
It
weekend?
was the
okay.
weekend.
Supposed to pay attention during the quiz, Matthew.
Honest. The last question I've got for you. We're going to go
Okay.
back to animals again.
Okay.
So there's been some new research taking place this week. So according to this new research, which animal has now been seen to be able to recognise its friends' voices? Is it hyenas? Is it roosters? Is it whales? Or is it hippos? So it all comes down to this. Matthew, you are a point ahead here.
Oh my god.
Hyenas, roosters, whales or hippos?
I've just put what order it was because I can't spell
don't put
hyenas.
the
So
same
you've both put
answer
this.
as
It's very safe to put
me.
the same.
It's not okay. Are you copying?
No,
me?
maybe we're telepathically connected.
I don't think that's true.
We're the perfect presenting duo.
The answer was
Yeah, that's-
hippos this week.
Oh.
So
Oh.
yeah, sadly they can identify
I've-
friends and enemies, and they've been known to chat to each other apparently and recognise
Oh,
each
that's
other.
quite cute.
Isn't
I
it?
love
next
that
next time
idea.
you're on your safari holiday,
I'll be getting across.
they might be talking about you. Look who's that person watching
imagine?
us in our
Do you know
swimming
how
pool
in
today.
Finding Dory she makes whales noises? Maybe you could go and make some hippo noises.
Hippo noises. It's the big mouths, isn't it? The hippos. They kind of really they must chat quite loud to each
Oh,
other.
well, thank you for the quiz
so
today, Luke.
welcome.
It's been lovely to have you on.
Always a pleasure, and well done, Matt, this week. Sorry, Courtney.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much. We'll see you next week, Luca. That's just about it for myself and Courtney for this week. But just before we go, we'd just like to remind you that you can find us on Instagram and Facebook by searching @Quays TV. And please do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode of Quays News or us here on Salford Weekly.
With that, we hope that you have a great weekend and a great week.
And we'll be back again next Friday. From myself, Matthew Green.
And me, Courtney Holder, take care and goodbye.
Bye.